Excited, Jerry? Your whole life is in this container. Alright, buddy. Schmint. Oh yeah! Haha! Jerry has fucking planned for this.
You're going to start undoing the straps on the one behind.
Oh man.
For racing.
Did we bring the car over? Some needs, no?
No.
No, you can't be with the negative. Shall we get out? Left, Jerry, left.
Yeah.
Left, shit, yeah.
Straight.
Straighten up now, Jerry.
Yeah. Just straight on.
Got the heavy part over
Hey! Hey!
Oh shit.
Okay. Hold on. Yeah, you're grand.
Listen to that 4 AC purr.
It doesn't like to run cold.
Okay.
Kind of have to
Let's get out of the way.
That's great looking. Just creeping away.
Using the technology. Oh, yeah, from Canada.
I just drove all the way from Canada. Oh, I freaked out for a second because you were on the other side. I was like, hey, is he in the passenger seat?
Donna, will you?
Sorry, like Dougie was waving out the driver's seat yesterday. What's it
The main one has like the British Columbia flag and stuff on it.
Oh yeah, you don't have any of them here.
I have them in like that cheap.
Yes. They'd be nice little shed pieces. But their plates are gibberish, aren't they? More or less like, yeah. The plates have no like,
Yeah, it
you don't go like, oh, I have a P plate.
makes
Like,
as much sense as the Irish air codes.
yeah, actually.
And the 30 then. What is the 31?
All your tax and everything then is on the plate, isn't it? That's like, so they can scan, the cop thing does a little thing and they can check
It's just your insurance.
running from your plate straight away with their little scanner. So everything is on the plate instead of it being in the window.
They
Isn't
can
that how it
actually-
works,
they-
or-
Can they actually go bleep?
Yeah, so is that your,
I don't know if they actually scanned them. I've never
yeah,
had that experience, but
that's your insurance.
for the cops, it's pretty easy because they do a different color sticker every
Yeah.
year as well.
Yeah. I guess should do a bit of talking about this. So for our Canadian viewers, and I guess everybody that's from North America, you might have noticed 2 left-hand drive machines here, which are obviously from British Columbia. So these cars have just been shipped over from Canada. You might have seen from the Instagram post where these cars were coming out of a container, and then that post went viral and it's everywhere now. That weird Instagram that put up the old versus new, which would you choose shit, and everyone's killing each other over nothing. So
Both. He doesn't have to choose.
yeah, and he doesn't just have both, he has a few more. So this is Gerry. You've probably seen Gerry by now because we did the barbecue where he brought his black 86 out for the first time in 10 years. Gerry lived in Canada for the last 10 years and he moved home and he decided to bring home some stuff with him. So he bought this brand new and thought it would be pretty funny to bring it home. And then he bought this from someone and it's a one owner car. SR5, it is an SR5, yeah. And you couldn't leave it there because it was pretty mint aside from just the usual, just scaldiness of Canadian winters. OEM, except for you put on the Corolla GTS, Snowflake, wheels, and the front bumper. Is that it? Yeah. That's all. Everything else is SR5. So it's pretty gas. This is the last day it's going to have the Canadian plates on it. So most people just would like, but I think it's an amazing thing that he brought these cars home. I guess they have a bit of sentimental value. And as we said before, GT86s are stupidly expensive in Ireland and they're not that common. There's probably maybe less than 100 of them on the road. I don't know. I've seen about 3 or 4 in the last year. They're super rare, and when we see them, you go, oh shit. And what's funny is they're very, very common in North America. They were an amazing seller. They were a good price. What were they, like 23, 24 grand? 29. So 29,000 Canadian dollars. Yeah. What's that? That's about like 21,000 euros-ish. Yeah, it's cheap. Yeah. And these retail for 46,000 euros in Ireland as the Toyota 86 or GT86, whatever. Yeah. In the UK they were a bit cheaper, but they have not sold well here because of the way that we have horrible taxes on a lot of sporty cars.
So a new one is probably 10 grand of your price tag is probably VAT.
Yeah, most of it's like just a tax and import duty. So I'm going to ask you the obvious question. Why did you bring it home? Just
why not?
Exactly. That's a fucking great answer.
It's mine.
It's yours, and you bought it new, and because it's great to have that, like.
It's a nice contrast sitting next to the black one.
Yeah.
as well.
So yeah.
Actually, both parked in the front yard last night, and I was just like,
Yeah. The SR5 is like, some people were like, what's the point? But like, there's no other SR5 in Ireland, I don't think. And because Ireland is a huge 86 community, like having something that's completely mundane in one country, but then like ultra like interesting and rare in another country is, that's what it's all about. Like the Japanese love importing USDM models because they're different. And I mean, why not? So what is this? This is a Subaru BRZ Sportage. So this is the high-end package.
in 2017, it was the kind of, well, they offered one other unusual model. I
Yeah.
can't remember the name of it. But back then it was
the highest spec.
The best spec
Yeah.
they offered.
Oh yeah, you can see it there.
Extra stuff.
TI. Deadly. So yeah, obviously it's left-hand drive because we are right-hand drive over here. So that's a dead giveaway of it not being from here at all. Different front end. I actually don't know really much about these because we don't really have any. So it looks more aggressive than the 2011 and 12 release. Like it's obviously a different front end. Like different headlights, I think as well. I think everything is a little bit more aggressive. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The engine is the same, I think, in all of them. Is it, or is there a different ECU or?
No, they're all the same.
Okay. So the plan is
Very modest mods.
get it Irish road registered and drive it. This will be the kind of like main daily for now, I guess.
Absolutely.
Not a bad daily to have. Not only is it a head turner because they don't exist on Irish roads, but it's a left-hand drive BRZ, so probably the only left-hand drive BRZ in Ireland. I would say so. And it's kind of nice that it was your car you were tipping around Squamish in, and now you're tipping around fucking Waterford in it. You never probably even thought that would be something that would happen, so.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
It is weird, yeah. The 86 in Ireland came in as a kind of a sporty model, and a lot of people restore them from modified cars back to a more standard spec as they get older. But this was just a one-owner machine that Gerry bought and just tidied it up. So for people that aren't clued in, this is an SR5. So this is the complete poverty spec version. This is the most basic spec 86 ever. I think so. The A85,
Didn't the Japanese, what are the SR models?
they came with a 3 AC.
Yeah, they came with a 1.5.
Yeah.
So that was
This is a 1.6 then, the 4 AC is okay then, right. So it's a step up.
just like, yeah.
And it's right on the cusp, so it's an 86, so it has the black interior. It's right as the changeover, like it has a late spec interior. Is it? It's all black and, yeah. So this thing is cool I know for the American and North American viewers, you're probably going to be like, but, oh shit, haha, this is brilliant. Guess what I just did? I opened this door to get in and popped the thing. See, fooled by the left-hand drive. That's great, and it happened on camera. Don't take off on me.
It's the left-hand drive.
Yeah, you need to use your left hand, right?
Oh yeah, that's Well, look at this. It actually has fucking boost.
Wow.
You know.
Where'd you get? Was it in?
No, it was in Squamish.
So this was in Squamish. So Squamish in British Columbia is where the car came from. One owner.
Yeah.
How did you find it? Just on the side of the road, or did you see it up for sale, or was it?
I was out on my dirt bike coming home down a trail, hopped onto a road I hadn't been on before,
Yeah.
and riding down the street.
What's
and
this?
Sitting there
Yeah.
in the drive with covers over the tires.
And you knew straight away because you're like,
Oh yeah, I knew it. There's long grass starting to grow up around it, and like, yeah. Took me like I think a year and a half or so.
of
knocking
gentle,
on the door and
gentle persuasion.
persuading
The
him.
Irish fella's at the door.
Fucking Irish guy's at the door again. Why won't he leave me alone?
Just take the car.
Yeah. I remember you putting up the pictures when you got it then. So it was pretty fucking cool that he... Because how long... It could have sat there forever and...
Yeah.
Nature will take it back eventually.
I think it was maybe sitting for 2 years before I got it, going by the documents.
Okay.
for it, so.
Was his wife that drove it, or was it...
No, his mum.
Okay, his mother.
He was himself, like, I would say mid to late 70s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, right. She bought a new then, so it was her car, and then... And then she passed on, and it just kind of sat around then. He probably drove it
She
for...
went on to the home and it was
Yeah.
sitting there. And,
So then you took it, and then everything was pretty clean on it, aside from just like usual spots where it wasn't
It was
sealed.
actually all the, you see the engine bay is quite clean. It was actually
Yeah.
all sprayed with like a wax
Right.
from obviously back in the 80s.
For
So it took a
you
lot
see
of
that,
elbow
yeah.
grease to get all that crap off. So.
Yeah.
And underneath was all sprayed with sealer. I actually have the thing.
Oh yeah, the little dealer thing.
dealer seat.
Thanks.
Dealer seat.
They're blind everyone else. A bit of history.
Where is it? Brackendale, BC.
So that's where.
Yeah.
Cool. See that? Look at that. There's like a chassis code on a business card. It's fucking mental.
This was the lady that bought it brand
Right,
new.
and they stamped in there. So JT2 is Japan, and then T2 is North America, and then because people think that an SR5 is not an 86, but it is because it has a stamped on the bulkhead, and it's yeah. So it's not 86 specification, but it is an AE86 shell. That is great. Yeah, it's right there.
I didn't realise these were an AE86.
Yeah,
What is
AE86 00 Michael. Yeah, there you go. You can see it. So confirmed. SR5 is all right. I love that. Space Sage rust inhibitor. Deadly.
Brilliant.
So the day this rolled out, when she bought it, they probably brought it off and goes, "We'll give it back to you in a few days, and we'll spray it with this shit."
Yeah,
And that's probably the only reason why you still have
Why
this
it
actually
survived.
exists. Yeah. I'm surprised though, like all here and places that I guess the Canadian climate is a lot drier than ours. So
It was literally just.
It's
like
just
from
the-
arch line down is
Yeah.
around the four corners is
Yeah.
where there was rust, and from there up.
Probably not going out in the snow.
yeah, all the places that our 86s like to shit themselves around the sealer and stuff. This thing is fucking mint. So it didn't take too much metalwork, and then.
See you in Ireland.
Well, yeah. You took all the nuts and bolts off and got them all zinc plated. Yeah, that's why everything is super zinky.
The
And
alternator and the alternator cover
Yeah.
and the alternator.
you even done the jack and the tool
Yeah.
kit and everything, didn't you? Yeah.
question mark there that Darrell pointed out.
Yeah, the question mark. Yeah.
'Cause I don't know.
Ah, yes. Wonder what this question mark is for.
It's a Toyota thing. It's really, really clean.
It is. So there's not too many 4ACs over here. I think they came in the Carina and maybe a couple other things. Brian Duggan will shout at the screen when he sees this video and says that they came
probably has-
as a super common engine in something that I don't know about, but to my knowledge anyway. And in Europe, a single overhead cam A86 was very rare.
But they're very, very fast.
Very fast. One of the fastest. So that's the original colour, I guess. Underneath here, Gerry, is it? This.
I got this bonnet off a friend.
That's what I was
of mine.
thinking,
No,
yeah.
no, this is silver. I
Yeah.
got this off a friend of mine because it was just really
Yeah.
clean.
So you have wrapped the whole car. The plan was to paint it in BC, but then that didn't work out. The painter didn't really want to paint it, so you decided to give a go wrapping it yourself, which for fucking someone who'd never done it before, you can't even see it on camera. It just looks like paint. So you just went with like a plain battleship kind of grey colour for the outside of it. It looks fucking great, man. It really, you know what I mean? Like, remember the time we tried to wrap his yoke? It was
That's why I'm like,
hell on earth. Like, even the way you got the colours or all the shapes on the side and that.
Yeah, it's starting to show its
Yeah.
in parts, but
For sure. It still looks good.
it deserves some proper paint.
Yeah. It's super mint all in around here. Because it was a one-owner car, and it probably just went to the shop and just did like very small drives around BC and then or around Squamish. Squamish is a small town, so.
Squamish to the shops, basically.
What mileage is on it? Is it?
Brackendale
Yeah.
versus downtown is like maybe is it 6 kilometers or
Right.
something?
Is it low mileage or is it?
Average like 222.
Yeah. This is like a tweed interior, but this is maybe the late spec. I don't know if the SR5 and the GTS interiors are different. I have no clue. Are they different? Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry.
The seats are very basic.
The SR or the GTS ones are actually 8.6 seats. They have the
Same as UK spec.
yeah. Okay then. So it's still actually. Oh look at that!
Actually get a
It's like a fake tweed design on the.
SR5 with a sport SR5.
Okay,
I think they
which
called
would-
it. But the only difference, it came with a GTS interior.
Okay then, but it's still a late spec interior. So late spec interior on the 8.6s is just all black. You can see here she's auto, which is gas, but it's fucking gorgeous in here. Like it's just the most 80s thing ever. That's quite mint. It's just like there's really very minimal wear in here. Look at that lovely little rear interior. The snowflakes, which came on the Black Limited, they came on the MZ10 Soarer, and they came on the SR5. I think they came in the Cressida and stuff as well. Gerry redid the SR5 stickers for the back. It's got the collector's plate and obviously the USDM bumpers then, which are a two-piece bumper that sticks out at the back here. So, and then these are the exact same lights as the 11 rear tails for the JDM market, and they're supposed to have a little white line that goes in here, but they just take off the white line then when they sent them to North America, as far as I'm aware. So if I'm wrong, but that's what we believe. And then all the North American ones came with blue glass, as you can see, just like the ones in Ireland and the rest of Europe. So yeah, I just said I'd show you these before they get switched over onto their Irish plates tomorrow. So these are getting transferred over. So then they'll just be Irish citizens, and yeah, well, it'll still be the same thing, but it won't be as exciting as having a British Columbia collector's plate. What you say as well, the collector's plates, you only get them if your car is standard. I didn't know that either. Right. Gerry also has a couple other projects which you'll see over the next while. You've seen his black Levin, and he has the purple J-Blood car, which I've got some pictures of here, which has been amongst the friend group for a while, and you saved it from the brink of fucking just being, who knows what was going to happen to it. So, yes, hope you enjoyed this little clip of two cool cars. So you're the first person I've known to bring stuff.
They're not that cool in Canada.
They're not cool in Canada, but
Now that they're here,
they're very cool.
different.
Yes, they absolutely stick out. So for viewers watching, they're just like, this stuff is very, very interesting in Ireland because this doesn't exist here, and this definitely doesn't exist in Ireland in this form. So pretty damn cool.
we think it's cool.
We do think it's cool. So fuck off.
And you probably think it's cool now as well because we kind of. Cool. It's cool.
See what you're doing to people right now on the camera.
Does that work? But it is deadly.
Yeah.
It's a good story.
And it's great, as a true 8.6 enthusiast, you know, you went through all the effort of dragging two home just for the shits and giggles because you've got the sickness and that's fun. Other people will be like, what's the point? And just move home. But you're like, fuck that, buddy, I'm bringing this shit home.
This is an AE86 and that's pretty rare, or it's pretty hard to find a good condition one.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it
There's one right here.
They're everywhere. So yeah, enough of that. Yeah, you'll be seeing more of this shit over the next while. So stay tuned, guys.
Full restoration.
Full restorations incoming. Hey, so
This episode is Come on.
okay,
Starts.
Hi, I'm not Tom Chilton. Hi, Tom, if you're watching. Good speaking.
See you in the next episode, lads.
I like British touring cars.
Bye.
Bye.